With the dream team by my side, it was time to let our Annie the Musical family grow a little bigger. I couldn't wait to see the talent that would show up at our doorstep.
Mark, I'm not seeing any special skills listed on your resume.
I can sing.
So can I.
It's a regular
It's
skill.
pretty normal.
Up. Can you tap?
Can you tap?
Toe, heel, shuffle.
Mark wouldn't do, but he was just the start.
Mark, thank you. I think we've seen everything we need to.
I had a good feeling about whoever was about to walk in next. And who doesn't love a good audition montage?
Liz, send in the next person, please.
Mark was everybody.
Mark was everybody?
Mark was everybody.
I was stunned. After checking my Facebook announcement, Liz notified me that auditors did not mean people wanting to audition, and I had posted a musical theater listing in a group meant for people who conduct audits. Unfortunately, we had already paid for the next 3 hours, and the room was non-refundable.
Oh, look at this guy. Oliver Twist, me first, and actually the last Appleport show that I did. My mom was the costume designer and snuck me in, so none of those kids would talk to me. So you're saying that it's better that we don't know that we're in a sim?
Yeah, because if people know that we're in a simulation, then they're not going to strive for greatness or anything, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to donate to charity, they're not going to save for retirement. Like, nothing counts if we know we're in a simulation. Nothing matters.
Damn, man. Do you hear that? Wait a minute. Musical theater kids. How much time do we have left?
2.5 hours.
Perfect.
We had struck gold. I've lived long enough to know that theater kids won't ever pass up an audition, but I also know that Annie the Musical isn't what's hip right now. So I cashed in a little white lie and told them it was for an exciting Broadway revival of Rent.
Okay, so real quick, can I just get everybody's name real quick?
Oh, of course. I'm Isaac Blumenthal IV. I just
I'm
Haley.
525,600 minutes, yes, yeah. 525,000 moments so dear, yeah.
We were blown away over and over again as these people proved they had what it took to be in my show.
All right, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucked.
I mean, his voice was pretty great.
No.
And he was hot as hell, girlfriend.
Okay, send in the next person, please, Liz.
Okay.
There was a lot to think about. Liz and I lined up the contestants to make our final decision.
Thank you for auditioning. This was not easy. We had a lot to think about. With that being said, Joanna, please step forward. Brayden, please step back. Thank you. Grant, please switch places with Olivia. And again, please, just back to me. Isaac, please step back. Front row. You're going home.
Which?
I'm kidding. You're all in. I'm joking.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no. Everybody but Grant. Yeah, everyone but Grant is in. Yeah, I'm not kidding though. So Grant, thank you. Everybody but Grant.
He's not leaving.
Thank you, Grant.
Go.
Anybody else?
All I could do now was cross my fingers and hope enough of them would still believe in my dream.
So, just one last thing before we get started. This actually is not a Broadway revival of Rent. This is actually a community theater production of Annie.
This is for what?
What's that?
I thought you said this was for community production of Annie.
Yeah, I thought you said this was for the revival of Rent.
So any other questions? Actually, just gonna have to defer to Liz. I'm super late. So.
What?
Thank you.
For what? Where are you going? What? Are you kidding?
I'm Liz.
With just enough of the students still interested, I had to address a nagging issue with my team.
So I want to change the script.
Changes to the script?
I need to get this off my chest before we go into rehearsals.
How big are these changes?
Major. They are major changes. Fundamental.
You know, we trust you, Tim. We do. But you're going to have to talk to someone about the legality of this, and it's not us.
I scheduled a meeting with the local representative from the licensing company to go over a few of my notes.
Hey, Mike. Right?
Michael, yeah.
Michael. All right. So I am with the Appleport Community Playhouse. We are just licensed Annie from you guys.
Okay.
So I actually have a few notes, and for you, or if the creators, the writers of Annie are around, if you have their contact info. Or...
Just run it by me.
Sure. Yep. Cool. So love the songs, right? Love the material. I actually hate working with children.
Well, that's a problem.
Exactly. I also have had a really hard time nailing down a dog. They've all had too many conflicts.
Well, there are other ways to work around this with kids and dogs. We've had adults play children and perhaps a puppet or another adult play a dog.
I like where your head's at there. Love that. But hear me out. Those have been done before, right? We've seen that. So, with your permission, I would like to cut the children from the script.
Cut the children?
Well, except Annie, of course. She would be played by an adult woman.
But the children are on stage most of the time.
Right. Which is why I actually have a little treatment here of some revisions, and there's a little extra something on top there. So, what do you think?
I think you're crazy.
Are the creators around somewhere I could talk to? The writers, are they around?
No, I don't have their number, and I think one of them's dead.
So he wouldn't mind then.
No, this is illegal.
But I asked you
If
first.
you do this, I'm rescinding the rights.
Okay, I asked you first, so I object. I fully, on the record, we have cameras here. I object to that.
If you do this, we will sue you. You'll be thousands of dollars in debt, and honestly, you'll be a disgrace to your community.
In that moment, with Michael standing in the way of my dreams, I decided to go a different route.
You can go to hell.
I was going to write my own show.
Can we see a pop and lock? No? Okay. Can you do the worm?
It might be a caterpillar, but it'll be close.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much for coming in.
You gave it your all.
And we will remember you for, I don't know, Gypsy or something like that.
Something.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
I think a great Rosalie.
Yes, we'll see.
Chickalabumba.